Good morning. It's Jnwynn with Scraptastic Yarns Podcast. And of course, Snowmageddon is on the way. Today we had decided with the quilting group that we weren't going to go up to the fire hall because supposedly we were going to get a large dumping of snow. It looks like it's just a real light coating out there. So who knows what this weekend will bring. Keep hearing everything from 6 to 12 inches to 24 inches. My husband follows a certain model that has been more accurate this year, and it shows that our area should be getting about 24 inches. It'll be what it's going to be. So we're going to head out later on to get groceries. So we'll be out there with the rest of the mad folks. But today I have some happy mail. A little yarn haul. I failed. Sort of, but I kind of threw in that I would be getting things, with those gift cards I got at Christmas. So that's basically what I did. But my yarn fail was at Scraps and Skeins. I had a sewing machine that I needed to take up there and some other things. Some size 20 and 30 crochet thread that I took up there. And of course I found a couple of things that they just called to me. So I'll be showing those in a minute. And of course Knitcrate came. So we'll be opening up that in a minute. First of all, one of the happy mails I got was the U.S. State Department of Commerce is doing and it's also part of the Census Bureau, is doing certain areas, and certain households are selected to fill out this census thing that they're doing, and it's basically about the national household education is what this survey is about. And we had heard rumors that, you would be getting $5 in that. And of course, my husband always hands me those things to fill out because he hates to fill them out. Open up the envelope and there's that nice crisp $5 bill. Thomas goes, "It's true. I knew I should have opened that." He's lost my game. So some of the other happy mail is I got this nice big bag from Cheryl Boltz. Hope I didn't show the address. May have to go back and blur that. But she had a bunch of sachet yarn that she had ordered, and she asked me if I would take it, was willing to take it, if I minded. I have no problems with that because I have a couple of projects I can do. And of course and at first I was a little worried because I thought it was my insulin. But I was like, they don't deliver in purple packages. And the side of it was torn a little bit. So I was like, that's kind of unusual. Usually the mail guy will put a note in there, that it was torn. So when I went to pick it up, the little girl that lives a couple houses down, they help manage my one of my favorite restaurants, Azteca, here in the Mill Hall area. She came running over and she said it was delivered to Mommy accidentally, and Mommy started to open it when she realized that it was your mail. So at least now I know it wasn't in the mail that got ripped. And she came over and she apologized. Now, this family is a family. They are documented workers. The fellow that owns Azteca brings over people from Mexico, does the whole documentation, sponsors them. And if you don't know what sponsorship is, you really should look into it. If you're an advocate of bringing in people from other countries, look into being a sponsor. And basically what a sponsor is they have committed to being financially responsible in all aspects for you as a sponsor. Now, most people that come over have a job or get a job very quickly. These guys are managing the restaurant. Their English is minimal, and the gal that, the wife that is helping to run this, we have struck up a deal where I will teach her a new word each week so that they're learning English. And this is part of the owner's way of getting the documented workers to learn and use English is by working in the restaurant as part of being financially responsible for them. If they fail and don't work out, he sends them back home to Mexico. So, you know, we talk all the time. I speak to her in my broken Spanish, and she speaks to me in her broken English, and we're learning from each other, so it's a win-win solution. I'm all for illegal immigrants. I'm just going to put that there. So anyway, there is this sachet here, and it is the Icy Pier. There are 6 of those. And yes, I have some projects in mind for those. And there are quite a few various colors. There is this one, which is diamonds. There are 2 of these. And I do not use these for ruffle scarves, although that is normally what folks use with. I do not. Take that back. There's another one in here. A full package of 2 in there. And there's a note. As you can tell, I didn't pull it all the way out. Sorry for the rustle. And then there is this package of the aquamarine, which these are absolutely gorgeous. And when you see some of the different projects you can do with those, you'll be amazed. And where did the other one go? And there are 2 of these, which are the Mambo color. And then there is one of the Congo. So those will be used for a couple of projects that I have in mind. And like I said, they won't be used as ruffle yarn. They'll actually be used as chunky yarn. So, and those items usually turn out beautiful. Look at the note. And I don't know if you have checked out Cheryl Boltz' channel, but I'm going to leave the link down below, and I think you should. And, yeah, she's got some fantastic items she's making. She is going to be starting a line of some heirloom critters, and she does some beautiful crochet work that she sells. She has some online sales through Facebook. Check them out. I was checking it out one day, and then internet went wacko. And the reason it goes wacko here is because in the apartment complex, when the students come in and they start getting online, when you go to look under the networks, you know, it'll show like 17 networks. And this one day, someone had added in a PS4 system or something like that, and it was showing up. That is the problem when you live in an area like this, is because you don't, even though you pay for a dedicated line, it doesn't happen. And then, of course, I went to Scraps and Skeins, and first of all, what I'm going to bring out here is all the free yarn that I grabbed. And this is just a bag of scraps, and those make some great hats, which that's what those will go for. And had some of these nice little yarns, so I grabbed a couple of those. And I also grabbed a nice big green bag that was on the freebie table. But this is what called to me. It's Big Twist Chunky, and these were $2 a piece, and the one without a band was $1.50. And this is in the color Chunky Cotton Candy, and I saw hats and a beautiful scarf, so I grabbed it. And yeah, that was one of my first excursions into the yarn porn. And I got a couple of, they wind up some cakes. And they sell the cakes for like 50 cents. This will make a hat, and I have enough of this. This is the Icelandic by Red Heart. I have enough of it to make a scarf, so I could make a hat and a scarf for the prayer shawl. And then this, you see that glitter? Oh my goodness, gorgeous. And this is a more green. This is showing up kind of tealy, but it's a lot greener than the normal teal color. So yeah. And then of course, because I was in State College, and my favorite Michaels is in State College, the one that's out by the Lycoming Mall outside of Williamsport. They're not a very helpful sort of people. If you go in there and you buy one skein of something and you need more than one skein and they don't have it, they won't call up to the State College store or even look to see if they have it available, so that you can get it. I have a friend that had gone up to the Williamsport one for a certain color of yarn. She only got one skein. She needed a second one. They told her she had to go online to order to have it shipped to her. I said, didn't they even check the State College store to see if they had it? She said no, they weren't helpful at all. And I don't really like that store because doesn't have as big a selection of yarn as the one in State College, so I always run up to the one in State College. And of course there's the buy two get one free. I had I have a couple skeins of this Tropical Storm, and I needed to get one more to do scarves. I have enough to do a hat and partial scarf, so I stopped in. And of course the Impeccable, I got two of the Soft Rose and paid for two of them. One was free. Sorry for the rustle. I also got the Impeccable Big. This is in the color Folklore, and I really like that color. And I also got it in the color Luxury. And then the free ball was one that I got called Ombre de Tierra, which is basically some browns. And those are enough to do hats and scarves for prayer shawl. And I also got three of the charcoal tweed that has those pretty flecks in it. I got three of those. And I also got Learn to Knit. That is a gift for someone else. And that's basically what I got at Michael's. So the gift card is gone now. Sorry about showing you my nostrils. I get that out of the way so I don't trip on it. And now, Knitcrates. Came today. Knitcrate. We all know that last month I was not happy with the selection that I got. Basically because the color of the yarn was so off. And I know Ella had made a comment about, you know, ambassadors who weren't, you know, satisfied with it. And if you were, that you wouldn't, you know, if I were Knitcrate, I would stop sending because of negative reviews. But Knitcrates doesn't do that because I do want honest reviews. I am not an affiliate. I am not an ambassador for Knitcrate. I pay for this each month. Ella had made mention that you could skip a month, you know, which you can when you have the membership. She had made the comment that you could have stopped that when you saw the preview or the reveal and the video that Knitcrates put up. And I had asked her about that, you know, where are those? And no offense, the reason I did that is because I was fairly positive that Knitcrate's reveal comes out the same day it's charged on your account. And so what I did is I kept track of that this month. The reveal did come out on January the 3rd on the blog for this month. I was charged January the 1st for it. The video that they put up on Instagram came out on January the 3rd as well. So I could not have skipped this month's. Now if I want to, I can go and I can skip next month. But that is my only problem with the, you know, when someone tells you that, you kind of need to be aware that, no, it doesn't exactly happen that way. You can skip a month, but you have to choose the month ahead without knowing what's going on. Now, the main reason I was displeased with what I got was because the color was not even close to what the reveal was or what was even in the book as color choices when they give you the sneak peek of the color palette. So that is the main reason I was not happy with the yarn. You know, it happens. It's no big deal. It's just like when, you know, I don't know if next month if the yarns are going to have alpaca in them. Now, I'm allergic to alpaca. So it doesn't do me any good to get that, you know, but I don't know that ahead of time, so I can't skip that month. That is the only problem I have with Knitcrate. And it's not so much a big beef because, you know, like I did the last time that I got the alpaca blend, you guys won. You know, we had a little drawing, somebody got it. I was fine with that. Doesn't bother me a bit. But, you know, you can skip a month, but you have to choose that month ahead of time. You can't do it after the reveal has come out because they've already charged it to you. And when I had checked with them, they don't necessarily go back and uncharge, you know, credit back your account after it's already charged because you want to skip a month that month. It's no big deal. That's the way they're going to run their business, and I'm fine with that. Like I said, I was just unhappy with the color choice. So, here's the reveal. I did cut it. It had some tape across it, and the tape was straining, so I'm like, ooh, it's awful big in there. What exactly is going on? So, I got the blush. And this is Vitellana. This is the Ambient Worsted, and it is a Dawn blush. It's 100% Peruvian Highland wool, 201 yards, 100 grams, and it is gorgeous. Very beautiful. And of course you get 2 of those. And yes, it's Peruvian wool. It has a bit of a grip to it, which, you know, I don't have a problem with that with wool. However, in the reveal, they did show you the items, and this was the crochet item, which is a muff. I guess you could turn it into a twiddle muff, but not too pleased with that one. And here is the knit item. It's a cowl, and it looks like it's pretty much a basic cowl. Looks like it has some mostly garter stitch with a stockinette to add some texture to it. And of course the 2 colors that you had a choice of were the Whiskey, which is the brown, and the Dawn Blush. But they're gorgeous. And of course, you know, they send you the whole booklet and tells you about the designer. And normally I love, crochet designer is Tanya Bush. Normally I love all of hers, but you know, not real thrilled with the muff. And the muff is called Embrace. It's pretty, but you know, even though we're going to get sock yarn is pretty this time. Look at that, gorgeous. Even though we're going to get Snowmageddon, I can't see me using the muff. But it's a very nice textured pattern. However, I can see me using that pattern, turn it into a cowl. So they do send you the entire pattern. And next month's sneak peek is Good Vibes Only. And look at those color palettes. That should be interesting. Looks like it might be some brights. It's gorgeous though. So, you know, it is what it is. With that, I'm going to close, and I will see you again later this week when Tunisian Tuesday drops. I have got half of it filmed. I had to stop because I had some sneezing issues. So I'll just finish that up a little bit later this afternoon. And, yeah. So everybody have a great week. Remember, choose to be kind.